Hello, welcome to a new unboxing. In fact, today will be two unboxing in one video. So today I received two new Cheerson models. The CX-30, you know, maybe some time ago I reviewed the normal version of the CX-30, which is basically a micro-size quadcopter. And this today will be two models, the CX-30S and the CX-30W. Okay, so mainly they are they are broadcasting video, live video, either on your smartphone or either within including small LCD monitors. So the W is the Wi-Fi version, so you will need a smartphone to display the video live transmission, or the S version is including a small LCD monitors. So what you will find in these two boxes. So let's focus. So I prepare everything and comparing everything. So basically all this column is associated with the CX-30S, okay, with the, including remote control with an LCD monitors. On the right part, on this right column, it's everything including for the W models. So basically you will find the two models, okay? They are based on the chassis of the CX-30, okay? The main exceptions now from the original model, now the motors now are more bigger. They are 8.5 millimeters by 20. So since you will carry an extra camera module for both, they increase the size and the power of each motors, okay, compared to the classic CX-30 model. In both model, you will find this 8.5 motors, which are the most biggest coreless brushed model you can find in the market. So basically, the chassis is the same. The main difference will be located on the bonus part. So here, this system with the S version is including a transmission. Okay, it's not 5.8 GHz base, it's based on 2.4 GHz band. It means that this video will share the same frequency band than the remote control part, but you will see it's very efficient, okay? So with this model, you can also record the inboard video thanks to a 2 GB micro SD card. On the Wi-Fi model, the camera is a little bit smaller and lighter, okay, and the transmission is using a 2.4 GHz, but on the Wi-Fi protocol, which is a numeric word. So it means that you have a protocol associated with, etc. And you can receive your video either on any smartphone, iPhone, Android, etc. So it's very good. You have the application available in both worlds of iPhone or Android. So what also you will find for both, for example, this one, a bag with some spare props, two clockwise and two counterclockwise, and USB charging cable ending with the micro USB connector. And as you can see, I already pop off the small red rubber feet, because when you receive each models, they can easily pop off. So I strongly advise to glue immediately them. For this model, I already lost one, so this is why I remove all of them. But I strongly advise to immediately glue this red feet. Okay, so that's what also you will find instruction manual. So for example, for the Wi-Fi versions, everything is in English with a lot of details and documentation, so it's okay. So for the Wi-Fi version, you have to download on the Android market, for example, the application, okay. What also I can say, it's including, of course, some prop guards, okay. For this model, I already disassembled it, okay. And this one I installed them to show the main difference. So the prop guards are very light, they are less than 1 gram each, so it's adding an extra 4 grams if you want to fly with the props guard. Well, they are more or less efficient, not fantastic, but they will absorb, I will say, most of the crash, but not for hard crash, it won't save anything. For both model, the batteries is on a 700 milliamps per hours model. So this battery scales close to 18 grams, so it's more or less heavy, but it's a bigger model. The flying durations, even including the camera, is good. It's close to 5 minutes using this video live module. So 5 minutes with the video is not bad at all. Okay. Now I will make a small demonstration of the two technology. I will focus more on first by the Wi-Fi versions. So you have to, of course, power the quadcopter, okay, and you have to install this your phone on your phone adapter. Okay, this is a 5-inch smartphone, so it's okay. You have to connect your you go to the parameters and go to the Wi-Fi sections, and if everything is okay, you will see that in some times the Cheerson is appearing like this, okay, and you connect to this device, okay, and it will now be connected, okay, is retrieving the IP address and should be connected. Okay, it's connected now. After you go to the applications, so for this one I download in Android Market, so and I run it, and you will see that now it's working. Okay, as you can see on the phone, the video signal is working. Of course, it's Wi-Fi based, so you have a large latency. That's the main problem of this technology. So it's assumed to be available in FPV mode, but as you can see, it's impossible. While you have the frame rate is very bad. You have something like 10 frames per second maximum. So, wow, it's very hard to fly maybe in a very large open space. But the main problem in very large open space, the range, the video range transmission is very poor too. So you accumulate two problems, latency and not very good video range link. So, okay. So with this model, you can fly, of course, with this remote. That's good. So the protocol for both matching is using the so-called Skywalker protocol. So if you have a deviation takes, for example, you can fly this quadcopter. That's very good. But you don't necessarily need this remote to fly it. You can fly it also with your Android phone. Okay. So here, for example, if I push, you have some virtual sticks, okay, and you can fly it. You can take pictures by pushing this button. You can take a video by pushing this button, okay. You can replay the media by this one, and here it's engaging the gyroscope mode. That means that you will fly at least for the 2 axes by inclining your smartphone, okay. So it's using the internal gyroscope of your mobile, okay, and you can change the speed mode by pressing this button. So, well, the video link is not bad at all. Well, you can see the quality is good. It's an HD camera. So the field of view is, well, not fantastic. I will say something like 60 degrees, okay, but the quality is not bad, but the latency is just horrible. So, well, I don't know how it's possible to fly in FPV like this. Well, me, I can't. So now I will show the main difference with the other model. Okay, so I will stop the applications. Okay. You can see at least the color of the LEDs. You have for front red LEDs and for back blue LEDs. They are quite visible, and for night flying is quite good. So that's a good point for this basic chassis of the CX-30. So, well, with these large motors, it's much better to fly with, and finally you can carry such extra weight. So this camera module is scaling something like 12 grams, okay, the Wi-Fi module, a little bit than 12 grams. Now let's focus more, well, for me the most interesting models versus the 2.1. This is the S versions. Okay, the camera module is a little bit more heavier, close to 15 grams, okay? Why? Because it's also including a small DVR to record in live your module. As I said previously, the video link is also using a 2.4 GHz, but it's not Wi-Fi based, it's analog transmission. Well, you have the 2.4 GHz antenna, tuned and trimmed to 31 millimeters. Okay, so the camera module is large, big, but it's okay. It's using the same LiPo than the W versions. Okay, and as you know, I like to install the camera vertically. So you have this, I drill a small hole in the canopy and I point vertically the antenna. Why? It will optimize the range transmission over the horizontal plane. So you can reach a longer distance like this, not in vertically, but more in horizontally. Okay, so this technology is using 2.4 GHz. So it's sharing the same band and the radio control, so because this one is also using this 2.4 GHz. So basically I guess that for the radio control part it's sharing some specific channel, and for the video link it would be another frequency of this same band. So finally they use some different channel into the 2.4 GHz. This is why it's working efficiently. Of course, if you're reducing the number of channels of the radio control, well, the frequency hopping won't be so working efficiently. So you can guess that the radio range will be lower, of course, even if it's try to fight with this mixing, the sharing, the interference between the two communication modes. So basically, I will now focus on this transmitter, sorry, but it will be the same as this one. So this is why I can do for both. Basically, on the radio transmitter, the display, well, the chassis is correct, not fantastic, no LCD display. So that means that all the trimming functionality will be done by some beeps. Okay, a longer one will indicate that you are reaching the central trim positions. So you can trim forward, backward, left and right, and so on. So all the main axis. You have 4 different buttons, so I think they are self-explaining. So you can take pictures by this one. Okay. This one is to take pictures, this one is to, well, it's assumed to start the video, but in fact you will see for this model it's not like this. You have to do it on the monitors. But at least these 2 buttons are working. Okay, so basically here you are changing the speed mode. Okay, but you have actually 2 speed mode between high and low, so for beginner and expert mode. And this one is to activate flipping. Okay, so they are quite accessible with the thumb, so it's not a problem. While the ports are correct, not fantastic. Okay, this is a very basic transmission. So I also strongly advise to okay, I enlarge a small hole inside in order to point vertically, sorry, the antenna. So always to be associated with this antenna positioning, it will favorize the range over the horizontal plane. So basically, when you turn on, for example, you will see the main difference in quality of the video range. It's a video link. So I starts this camera, and if you want only to see the video, you just need to turn on the monitor. Okay, it's using 4 AAA batteries. So when you're starting, immediately the image is appearing, and look the difference of the frame rate. It's just great. Okay, it's perfectly fluid, just great, amazing. The field of view is more or less the same, a little bit larger, so maybe a little bit better for FPV, but not fantastic. Well, I disassembled this camera. Okay, and I noticed that the lens can be unscrewed, so probably you can mode this camera lens to install a larger field of view one model. It's a mode to do, I guess it's a must have, and you will add only 1 or 2 extra gram, and you will enlarge the field of view. So well, the monitors by itself, you can tune some parameters such brightness. Okay, I've got a Wi-Fi box around, so it's creating some interferences, and I've got the phone also not so far. We're creating some. I will turn on it's very interesting. I will turn off the Wi-Fi of my phone. Maybe it's creating some interferences. So you have this link, which is very good, and on these monitors you can press this K2 associated with the rec recording. So when you are pressing this button, the video will be recorded on this SD card. Okay, even if on this monitor you have a small micro SD card. Unfortunately, you can't record in live the transmission, the FPV transmission. This SD card is only used to replay a posteriori some movie you record from this one. So if you want to play again when you are in the field of fly, you are able to. So it's nice features. So you are just pressing this button, okay, and you will see that the rec is appearing on the top. Okay, that's very good, and you press again to stop the recording. Maybe you don't notice also, but that's a very good feature. Okay, it will be more in the dark. You will see an antenna. Okay, and this one is a kind of telemetry informations. Okay, okay, this one is on the blue. Okay, you can see it. It's a blue. So you have 5 different bars, okay, indicating the level of transmission. So it's very good because it will indicate directly the video link. Okay, I think it's linked with the video link more than the control range. So well, when you go away, of course the number of bar will decrease, so you will have also an indication how good is your radio link too. So it's working very efficiently. The video transmission is on a VGA based. Okay, so the recorded files are in a VGA. Okay, so size 640 by 480. So it's very good. So of course you can control your quadcopter with this transmitter. But as I said previously, if you want to use another transmitter, it's possible. So I will make finally my small demonstration. So I will using my Devo controller. So look the camera module also. So you can see the image is very smooth on the video transmission. It's very good. And look the quadcopter, I'm in now in more. You can see a small red LEDs front indicating your transmission. So it's very good. You can see on the video monitors. So it's quite good, very, very good. You can add some vertical punch. So it's very stable and the transmission are quite good. You don't have a lot of statics. It's a nice flyer. Outdoor, you will see that. Of course, with the extra 15 grams, it's more heavier, but it's okay, thanks to these big motors. So, okay, now I will land the quadcopter. So, definitively, it's a very nice technology. Well, I estimate that out of the box, if you don't do any tunings, the range control can be quite limited, something like 30 meters. Why? Because it's sharing the same 2.4 gigahertz band. But if you are doing this kind of mode, okay, with pointing vertically, you can have something like 40-50 meters, and the video link is still existing, so that's a good news. So, what I like is finally, I'm very positively surprised by this video link. Okay, after a few minutes, the motors are not so hot. So the video link is very well, no latency at all. Okay, and I was able to cross close to 2 floors of my blocks, and I was still receiving the on the video signal. So so I think the more limiting stuff in this quadcopter is more the range control, something like 30, and if you're doing this mode, close to 50 meters. So for a basic model of FPV entries model, definitively the S version is much better. The video link is good, the quadcopter is stable, it's a good flyer. Okay, if you want to fly it without the camera module, is with this strong motor, is a very fast quadcopter. So definitively it's a good one. It's compatible with Deviation TX, so you can fly with a very nice controller. That's good. Or if you have a lot of other SH or Cheerson transmitter, it will be compatible. Well, okay, so I think I will end this large and long video unboxing about these two models. So to resume, the S version, in my point of view, is much better, much better. The W, I won't advise it. Sincerely, you won't enjoy a wide. It's a gadget for the FPV. Okay, you can make a small demonstration indoors, but it's not really flyable. The range is well, with the radio is okay, but the video range is very poor, and the latency is also increasing when the range is, you are moving away from the quadcopter. With this technology, it's working well. So I'm positively surprised by the video link. The radio is correct. The quadcopter characteristics is good, not being fantastic, but with these motors, it's okay to carry this extra weight of the module. Okay, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Bye bye.